Hello, my name is Stephanie Pons, and I'm the CEO and founder of Guildata, a company whose mission is to address the inequity in global health funding through a data-driven approach. I currently work at Texas Children's Hospital, and I've spent over 15 years working and volunteering on the ground in low and middle income countries as my passion is public health. I'm also excited to be here today with phenomenal team members who bring complementary skill sets to myself. So what is the problem that Guildata is trying to answer? Well, every year, billions of dollars are provided around the world for global health aid, but the process for how this money is allocated has been described as opaque and difficult to understand. For example, in 2020, $3.9 billion were provided to HIV, even though in the prior year, HIV was actually not one of the top 10 leading causes of death worldwide. Consequently, the question remains of how do you actually decide where all this money should go? Well, this is a problem that Guildata is finally excited to be able to answer, and it's so important that we do because this inequity in global health funding becomes even more troublesome on the ground. This is the pediatric ward in the National Referral Hospital in Malawi, a hospital that I would visit multiple times through my work. And what you'll see here is that one child will receive care that another child will not due to disease-specific donor funding. So these children are both gravely ill. They're not even 2 feet apart, but because this child here has X disease, they're going to receive care from American doctors and get new equipment, while this child here that's, again, less than 2 feet away will not receive any of those resources. So Guildata will address this problem with our value proposition, which is to provide customers with data to maximize every dollar spent on global health aid. And we're doing this in 3 ways. First, we're evaluating the millions of articles of public health research that exist already freely on public health databases such as PubMed. And then second, we're going to analyze all this data in order to be able to show the top public health areas to focus on in order to maximize your investment in terms of a reduction in morbidity and mortality in order to help fix the problem that I witnessed firsthand on the ground. And then third, we're utilizing predictive analytics to be able to actually depict which public health interventions will be successful and those that will not. And we're able to do this because in the public health field, there actually already exists copious amounts of public health articles, but it's physically impossible for a human to keep up with all of it. So what Guildata is doing is we're taking one of those 20-page articles on a public health intervention, and then we're making it into one line of data. And then we're continuing to do this process in order to be able to obtain a data set that actually allows us to inform decisions in global health funding without having to center on the disease. And Guildata, we're able to leverage actually technology that has been validated in the pharmaceutical industry. But this is going to be the first time that this technology is being utilized in the public health field. And the time to do this is now because Guildata is capitalizing on the global data as a service market, which is projected to reach $61 billion by 2030. And to our customers, we're providing them with 3 services. First, a free website. Second, a subscription to access parts of the data. And then third, the consulting service where we're going to be able to provide detailed reports to meet their needs. And we've been able to validate the problem and our data-driven approach with a multitude of individuals in global health, including the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and NGOs. NGOs will actually comprise of our beachhead customers, and they're a $9.1 billion market. A McKinsey article actually highlights the value that we will provide these NGOs as better data sourcing was found to generate 10 to 20% in long-term savings. And for an NGO like UNICEF, this would actually save them on average $30 million per year. So then how does this translate to Guildata? Well, we're looking at 591,000 in revenue, and UNICEF only has 1.38% of the NGO market. Thus, with only 5% of market adoption, Guildata is already looking at $2.14 million in revenue in their first year of full-scale business. And we're excited for you to be part of this journey with us. We're looking to a beta test in the fall, and we're excited to unlock this life-saving knowledge in the global health field through a data-driven approach. Thank you so much.